Hey everybody. So FSAE stands for Formula Society of American Engineers. And what it is, it's a program that universities all around the world get together and the engineering students build race cars. And they go out and compete against each other. Now they're a little miniature race car. They got a 600cc motorcycle engine in them. And I'm out here in New York and I'm going to spend a week at Columbia University, and I'm going to be teaching the students at Columbia how to weld, fabricate, stuff like that, and learn. Hopefully I'm going to learn a little bit from them guys. So this should be a fun time for me, at least anyway. God knows what this video is going to be like, but hey, what the hell, it's New York City.
It's like 40 degrees.
Cool is we're in the basement at Columbia, and this is where the Manhattan Project was done in the Second World War. And quite literally, the other side of this wall is where the world was changed. This is the Formula SAE shop, and it's not a big building. They lost a little bit of space. Columbia moved some walls around. So this is down in the basement. Upstairs is where they have the machine shop. And so this is probably about maybe 1,500 square feet down here. So there's their last year's race car kind of right there. So this is a really cool intake these kids made. And that's the part that goes on there. That goes onto the engine. That goes on top like that. And this whole clusterfuck is a 3D printed thing. And the reason it's like that is they've got a 600cc engine, but they make them choke it down and run it through a 20mm intake.
So this is just a plenum for an intake manifold. One of the issues that they had last year was the thing rupturing on the inside just due to the vacuum. So we tried to integrate the ribbing, and then the entire thing was just 3D printed, which was nice because it kind of let us do the ribbing in whatever way we wanted. So we went through structural analysis to try and optimize that.
That is sick. You got an evil mind.
Okay. All right.
Run through this again and explain the whole thing.
Okay.
Sure.
So this is just a mock-up just so we can check the fitment on everything before we go towards producing at full scale, just so we can check that all the tooling's right. It's supposed to be the injectors, the injector mounts, and then these will eventually be the full-length runners for the intake.
How long did that take you?
This print I think was like 2-3 hours.
Fucking A. So what you're going to try and want to do, so if this is your torch, use the torch for this. So you want to try and focus a lot of your heat, not a lot, let's say 75% of your heat into here. Now over here, you're going to have a problem because it's going to blow away pretty easy. You start here, right? You want to try and focus the majority of the heat on this one. Alright, so these guys here, the last couple of days, I've been teaching them to weld, right? So this is what they made. So now what are you going to do to it?
Okay, so basically we're making a mock-up of the front of our car, and on the front of the car we're mounting our impact attenuator. So we got to make sure that that's actually going to protect our driver in the event of a crash. So to do that we need to prove and crush this thing with a large machine to test that. So it's a really terrible explanation.
That works.
Cool.
It's YouTube. Anything goes.
Just initial some
clothes are holding.
Yeah, just watch if something jump out.
Yeah, one more time. How many G's deceleration was that?
29G for the crash test.
Is the Cobra, it's just a replica, right? Yeah. I made something on this, but I don't remember what it was. I think I made the body mount spacers. Until the other day that Skyline of Bathurst is actually after the Nissan Skyline. I never put two and two together.
Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah. That's sweet. That's the short bed one, but still the same. That's nice. And looks like they had some fun last night and hung some Christmas lights. Must have had a party. Okay, so there's their last year's race car. And this is the one that I was starting to weld up for them yesterday, this year's. So we're going to power a few parts off of that one. New engine, different A-arms, suspension, all that kind of stuff. But that part of that one will become the new one. Columbia needs a new tape measure. I don't think that counts.
About what?
I don't know. What time did we get out of here last night?
4 a.m. No, 1 p.m.
1 p.m.
No, 1 a.m.
You what?
Yeah, 1 a.m.
1 a.m. Yeah, well, I got walked in the shipping dock, so.
Yeah.
Alright. So we've been putting the engine in, and we ran into a glitch, so that's why we were here until 1:30, whatever it was. So we got 3/4 of the way in. So Josh is one of the kids that designed this. So he's going to be one of the first to die when he races it.
Exactly.
Alright, there we go. After, I don't know, about a 7-hour marathon, we just finally redid all our engine mounts. Alright, so this is fucking genius. This is one of the students come up with. So we're going to cut this up and make their exhaust. And you can see by the blueprints, we got to have some pretty funky ass angles. And this is what they came up with for transferring the angle to the tube. We'll print out on a piece of paper with all the angles made to the right side. Drop that on there. That's how you get your angle. That's fucking genius. And the kids thought of it.
It's kind of like what he's on first, what's on second. You know what I'm talking about, right?
No, I do. Baseball too.
Yeah. I just don't know why.
Big cheese.
Cheese.
Alright, the headers are made.
Lining up the rack for the mount for our steering rack right now. It's just a little too long, so I have to grind it down so I can fit it here. And then it's going to get welded to the chassis. And these little guys here just keep it in the place it's supposed to be. They're 3D printed jigs.
How long did they take you to print?
Oh, what?
How long did they take to print?
They were about 2 hours each, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, low density.
Alright. Just drop it all. Alright. Out with the old and in with the new, right? Alright, everybody, say bye.
Bye, thank you.
Thanks for coming out, Dean.
There's Columbia. Well, I gotta get the video camera the right way. There's Columbia. I am one very tired old guy. It's now 2 a.m. on a Sunday morning, and I'm done. That's it. My week of teaching at Columbia is over. Yesterday was fun. I managed to get myself trapped on the shipping dock at Columbia at, about the same time, about 2 in the morning. So, hey, Sydney, thanks for coming and bailing me out. This has definitely been a cool time. So if you're ever given the opportunity to share your knowledge with the next generation, you got to do it. Right? These kids were so thankful for something that I take for granted. Just to pass on a little bit of knowledge I got. So if you get the chance, if you ever get asked, help the next generation out. Dude, it's fun, I bet you.